Hey guys, I'm here to do my review on the foundation Urban Decay Naked Skin. And with the Naked Skin, it's a very liquidy, medium coverage foundation, and surprisingly not streaky, even though it's very watery, I want to say. The first ingredient is water. And it has all this other super good stuff in it, apparently, like a powerful anti-wrinkle peptide and brightening lichiderm antioxidants and it also has green tea, vitamins and nutrients to nourish the skin. I'm not reading it word for word, that's why I sound kind of like a robot, because I'm kind of a little too lazy. So yeah, well, what this foundation does, it pretty much evens out your skin tone, brightens it up. It's medium coverage, as you can see. You can still see a blemish right here and right here. And I don't mind that it doesn't cover them all the way, because these were pretty bad blemishes. They're very bright red. They came up from deep underneath my skin and just a big lump, and it doesn't matter like what kind of foundation I would use on it anyways, it would still show through because they come out of the skin, like protrude out, even though you can't pop it because it's so deep underneath the skin. So I just had to treat that with Clear Cell Cleansing Daily Wipes and just some other like facial stuff I have, like this enzyme mask. And so I put this on. It's definitely not for dry skin because this formula is a little bit drying in terms of if you have oily skin, you won't get oily throughout the day with this, because I feel like it kind of like absorbs the moisture and kind of just you don't get greasy or oily. Underneath my eyelids, actually, like on my eyelid area, since I have a double lid, and underneath, I tend to get the oiliest there because I have a hooded lid. Like, it's just extra flesh hanging over my my mobile lid right here, and so it tends to get a little oily. And I put the foundation like underneath, and it did not crease at all, which I think is great. I haven't come across a foundation that didn't crease up in the lines right here, so that was pretty good. The only thing though is, if you have normal skin, you definitely want to use a moisturizer, because this does not look good on dry skin. I put this on the back of my hands. My hands are a little dry, and if you have dry skin and you put this foundation on, you could definitely see like all the wrinkles and how it seeps into like the fine lines when they're super dry. I also noticed that this kind of like blurred some lines away, and it definitely made my face seem brighter, more even complexion, just kind of just radiant skin without making it look wet or too dewy. It's not even a dewy foundation. It's a demi matte. It pretty much is like a nice velvety, soft looking skin, and that's what it looks like here. As you can see, it's not shiny, but it's not like matte either. It still has this nice skin finish glow to it, which I absolutely love. It's definitely not what I expected though. You cannot get it into a full coverage. I feel like it's definitely just a medium to, it can become a light to medium coverage. It doesn't cover everything. I honestly expected yesterday for this to cover it more because I did put 3 layers of this on. And you definitely can layer this. It's very good. I noticed it does not get cakey at all. And it just works very well for layering if you want that extra bit of coverage. But I feel like maybe if I mix this into a different foundation, like a drugstore foundation, it would work a little better and hopefully still give that skin finished look. So maybe instead of taking it back for a fuller coverage foundation, I shall keep this one because I feel like this would work really well mixed with a different foundation, just for that extra bit of coverage. If I had perfect skin, I would still put foundation on, just so you guys know, because I love makeup too much to not just wear it. And my skin's not perfect though, so I do get blemishes here and there, and I do get dry skin, and I do get oily skin, but for the most part, my skin's pretty much normal. I don't get too oily or too dry, although my skin gets very dry when I get sick. Or sometimes the complete opposite. I could also get super oily. It depends. Like if I have a fever, I get oily. If I have a cold, I get really dry. It's disgusting. But that's it about this foundation. The good things are that it's super good for your skin. The bad thing is it's a little bit drying, and I cannot see myself using this in the winter time. Unfortunately, I did get this for myself for in the winter time because actually my actual shade number is in 7.5, but I wanted something a little lighter to so I could wear it in the fall and winter time. And unfortunately, during those times, that's when my skin tends to be a little bit more dry, and this does not look pretty at all with dry skin, so I'm a little worried about that. I might just, like, you know, get a good moisturizer and make sure my skin's in a tip-top shape, wear scarves over my face, and try to drink as much water and just antioxidant full foods so I don't get sick or have dry skin, and definitely use moisturizing masks to prevent everything I can to have dry skin, because with this I'd rather have a little bit of oily skin and to look really great than to have really dry, nasty skin and not being able to wear foundation, because my other foundation is too dark for me now, so that's why I spend the $38 on something super good. Well, at least I thought it was going to be super good. It's still pretty good though, and do I think I'll get it again? Sure, maybe next summer I'll just get it, and maybe 0.8 or 7.5 again, depends how dark I am. So yeah, that's what I think about this foundation. It's pretty good, but it's a little bit disappointing at the same time, just because for the reasons that it's not a full-on, full coverage. It doesn't even get full coverage, I believe, and it's just liquidy, which I'm not used to, and it's not a bad thing, but I'm just not used to it, so it's not a good thing for me either. And well, that's about all the bad things I can say about this. Although the packaging is super nice, but I feel like it can break very easily, seeing that it's not glass, it's plastic, and I feel like some people might have a problem with the smell. I personally do like the smell. It's kind of like a sweet yet chemically smell. It's not like too strong chemical, but it's like it actually smells a little bit like shea or cocoa butter or something like that, mixed with a little bit of chemically smell. I'm not exactly sure how to explain the smell, but it smells sweet yet clean and fresh. I don't know, it's weird, but I do enjoy the smell of it, and that's why I do enjoy applying it to my skin. The good things about it, even though it's so liquidy, it does not streak on me, and it doesn't crease up. And Well, another bad, yet may be good for some other people, it's not very long wearing. Maybe 4 to 6 hours with a primer. I'm not wearing a primer like on my face, but I am wearing a setting spray. Hopefully it'll work. Last night when I tried this on, maybe it went like 5 hours until it kind of faded away a little. You can't really notice it like getting blotchy, but it just kind of all fades at the same time, and you can't, yeah, it just kind of fades off.